Hello. Daniel Pemberton's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is the follow-up to the 2018 film Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I think the third one's going to be called Beyond the Spider-Verse, so there's a lot of Spider-Verse. And regarding that, there's quite an eclectic range of styles, from rock, punk, symphonic, opera, and the techno stuff which played the first soundtrack. I didn't like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the film or the soundtrack, but this one had some cool contrasts that I felt worked better for it. The more subdued, character-driven stuff was a nice change of pace from the more sort of like, stuff that distorted, which initially was quite obnoxious, but by the end I didn't mind it as much. And there's a lot of music to unpack here. 107 minutes, which is about an hour and 47 minutes, from quite a long film as well. I think the film runs about an hour, well, 140 minutes, which is 2 hours and 20 minutes. So there's a lot of music that they include on this particular release, and that seems to be like the modern trend. You know, gone are the days where you just get 30 minutes of music, maybe if you're lucky, and then 20 years down the line you get the expanded edition. No, you just get the expanded edition now, but obviously there's a lot of music that hasn't been released. Frederick Wiedmann's The Death of Superman and Gotham by Gaslight, which definitely need releases. Anyway, back to Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Quite a good score, yeah. It's not quite got the catchiness of something like Spider-Man Homecoming by Michael Giacchino, that da 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 da, which I instantly loved, and I rushed over to HMV to buy a copy as soon as I'd seen the movie. I actually walked out of the first Miles Morales film, the 2018 Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I did give it a second chance on Blu-ray, and I did watch it all the way through, but it was just it didn't really do it for me. I'm quite intrigued to see what happens with the film of this. The trailer looks a bit all over there, you know. A lot going on, very eclectic, as I say, and he's definitely tapping into some styles here. Daniel Pemberton's quite an interesting composer, and he's got quite a following from the Enola Holmes scores and whatnot, and his collaborations with Ridley Scott, of course. But overall, this would be a score that I would say listen to, check out. I would listen to it again. I'd give Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse by Daniel Pemberton 3 out of 5 stars. A marked improvement over the first one. The techno elements, which are used quite boldly throughout, I would say have their strong points, have their weak points. Some of it's a little bit jarring and grating, other times it's quite hip and cool when it's balanced with the more sort of, I guess, quieter, subdued character material. And he definitely establishes a pacing which is much more about the characters, and I would say the situation, and definitely in keeping with the comic book feel of this whole premise. So it's out now. I was pleasantly surprised by how quickly the music played, and I broke it up into about 3 or 4 different sessions, so I didn't listen to it all in one go, and I think that might be the ticket here. And yeah, well worth checking out. For more film and soundtrack reviews, please visit Betty Jo Tucker's website, Real Talk Movie Reviews. On Facebook you can find my pages, Hip-Notic Movie Reviews and Hip-Notic Soundtrack Reviews. I'm Richard Jack Smith, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.